All right, well, I am making lunch, or not lunch, dinner tonight. I decided some chicken and noodles and a cream sauce would be great. So here's some linguini. I've had it for a while, didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I've got some linguini in some water with a little bit of margarine because I'm out of olive oil, and I've salted the water. So this is where I'm at. I'm going to go ahead and make chicken and noodles in a cream sauce, which sounds delicious to me. I've got some homemade bread in the fridge. I think I'll toast that up and it should be delicious. Of course, while this cooks, I am going to take the trash out and try and get my bike inside. It's been a little challenging today. The snow hasn't melted as anticipated, and I'm not comfortable leaving my bike outside. So I'm going to do that while this cooks, and I'll be back. Let me show you what I need to tackle. I need to tackle this, because I got to get my bike up that ramp through this door. So this is what I'm tackling. So I guess I'm going to let you watch me attempt it. All right. Yeah, this is going to be safe. I don't know what else to do because the raccoon infestation here is real. And they're going to get that bike. I know they will. Can't believe that worked, or mostly worked. All right. Nothing ever gets stolen around here, at least not often. So I'm not worried about a person stealing my bike. I'm worried about the raccoons destroying my bike. This is so much fun. This is perfectly safe. Oh yeah. No danger here. All right. That's all you're going to get to watch because I got to get my bike where you're at. But you might be able to watch me from right here. All right. Let's hope my butt doesn't show up. Go ahead and let them put the fenders on because I am having no luck with it. Yep, this is fun, let me tell you. There we go. Folks, I can't believe I got it done. That's unbelievable. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. All right, well, let's go back to cooking the chicken and noodles. My linguini is looking good. See, while I did the bike and the trash, my linguine is just about done. So I gotta do some laundry flipping around. In addition to all that, I'm also doing laundry and working on an article. So yeah, this is like every day. Alright, sorry about the washing machine noise, but if I didn't do multiple things at once, I'd never get anything done. Need some margarine. And my bag of flour. And a container of milk. This milk actually expires today. It does. So I'm going to make a ton of gravy so I can use up this milk. I might make biscuits and more gravy tomorrow. So since I only have one skillet, I got to get the noodles out of this one so I can start on the other food. This linguine is done. Looks good too. Drain it. I made a serious pile of linguine. Let's see, is this centered properly? Yes, it is. Yeah, I made a serious pile of linguine. Yep, alright, it's all in the bowl, thankfully. Oops, except for that one. Alright, now it's time to put this back on and add quite a lot of butter. Or margarine. I just put half a stick in. Suppose you don't really want to watch my linguine. If I ever do a comedy, I should have a, like a Professor Linguini. Yep, I should definitely make a book with a Professor Linguini. His favorite spice is garlic, and he frequently gets sauced. There's not much to watch. I'm waiting on the margarine to melt. It'll take a minute for margarine to melt. Then I'm going to add about 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of flour. Probably closer to a 1/2 cup. I'm going to go ahead and spice this though. I can put some pepper in. And some of the new garlic I just got. Yeah. Hope this is garlic. Yeah, it's garlic. And a little bit of paprika. You knew that was coming. Ooh. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I should. Some of this. Spicy pepper flakes. And maybe just a little salt. Show you what that looks like with the spices in it. There's the spices. That looks tasty. I need a can of chicken. I've got a small can of chicken. It's just 4.5 ounces. This is all I'm going to put in it. I've got a large can of chicken too, but I just want to dump the whole can in. I don't want to have to split up the large can of chicken. I need to open this chicken. So I'm going to remove that from the heat for just a minute. Forgot to deal with this. Now I could, if I wanted to, I've got another one of those frozen chicken breasts in there. I could have made that, but I've been kind of busy today. I had to go, I finally got out to the store this morning, so that tells you what day it is. Then I've actually got a lot of work to do, more than I've had in months, which is great. But I had all the free time over Christmas break, and nobody was around. So, geez, guys, come on. Chicken looks good, and it smells good. Check that out. I'm still going to put it in a bowl. Probably this one over here. Let's see. Yeah. And see what it looks like for real. Yep, looks good. So I'm going to put this back on the heat and put the chicken in. Yeah, looks good. This is what canned chicken looks like. If you've never seen canned chicken, it can be a little bit off-putting at first because it doesn't quite look like it's done enough, but it is. I think canned chicken is one of those products where they put raw chicken in the can and then cook it. In case you're wondering, I'm washing my cloth paper towels. Let's just walk over here and take a look. The water is draining into this side, into that bucket, and then I am going to spin dry my cloth paper towels. It's too cold today for me to put the hose out the front door. It's still snowing. There we go. Here's the chicken and the spices, and I'm going to add the flour right now and then the milk. I want somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 cup of this flour. That looks good. So here is how much flour I put in there. Quite a bit. I have to hold the camera in order to show you, but there's what it is. And then I will slowly add the milk. So this is, I would consider this partially from scratch. Because I could have made egg noodles to go with this, and I didn't. And I could have cooked some fresh chicken, and I didn't. But it's still a home-cooked meal. You know, this is still home-cooked chicken and noodles, and it'll be delicious. And I want to point out that you don't have to add all the spices that I added into this. Salt, pepper, and garlic are fine. I just happen to like the hotter spices. You can also put a little sage in here too, but that wouldn't be bad. Sage and thyme if you wanted. And I'll just show you what I'm doing. This is about the 3rd application of milk. And some people can dump in all of the milk at once and somehow they get a good result. I do not. So this is how I do mine. I just add the milk just a little bit at a time. Alrighty. It's looking good. It smells good. Oops. It was a little too vigorous there. I think I'm going to have to wash this stove again. I just washed it. Not a week ago, I think. Alright. Well, hey, I think I am going to use the rest of this milk. Alright, I am going to add the noodles next. I'm going to wash my hands and add the noodles next. Because I think I'm just going to do one more thing of milk, but I want the noodles in first because I don't want the pan to overflow. Very gently put the noodles in. Well, wow, this is a lot of food. Wow, that's a lot of food. I'm glad I put the noodles in. Check this out. That is going to make a ton of food. And I'm going to fill up the rest of the pan with some milk. So I guess I still have a little bit of milk to use. I'm probably going to make better make biscuits and gravy tomorrow, or at least the gravy part of it, because I gotta use up that milk. So turn up the fire, because this gets done just like everything else. You know, I make the gravy, I pour the final milk in, then I heat it up until it boils. I'm switching to a fork because that spatula is going to make a mess. It'll flip everything onto the stove, and that is not what I want. What I want is a full skillet of delicious food. Okay, so I'm just stirring this up and waiting for it to thicken up. And it honestly shouldn't take very long. Yeah, if you want something reasonably quick and cheap, I mean, you can buy a pack of linguini for, what, $1? Milk and, yeah, I get my milk for like $3. Well, I get it for free, but the milk I use is $2.99. It's 3/4 of a gallon. And flour is about $4. If you use margarine, you'll spend maybe $2 or $3 on that. If you use butter, it's closer to $5 to get a pound of butter. But if you want to feed your family on the cheap, this is one of those meals. Can of chicken's about $2 or $3 too. I don't think it wants to boil. Oh, there it is. It's finally boiling. Alright, so this is finally boiling. I'm going to turn it off and just let it sit here. I got a few more things I need to do, like wash this plate. I've already washed this plate once. I'm going to wash it again. I guess I'll set it down here. I'm running out of spots. I tell you, there is nothing better than homemade. So yeah, alright, so I'm going to cut me a couple chunks of this bread. Boy, doesn't that look good. A couple slices of this bread. There isn't too much of this bread left. I've been eating the tar out of it. Here's a slice. This is twice as big as the commercial bread that I get. These slices are twice as big because I can only fit 2 of these on my tray in my toaster oven, and I can fit 4 of the other kind of the commercially prepared bread. I tell you, it is possible to eat good on a very restricted budget, even if you're going to the food pantry. Although some days are going to be more challenging than others, because I had a rough couple of days. Boy, that looks good. Check this out. There it is. This is perfect. Little salt and pepper on that. Alright. Finish dishing up my plate. We'll see how it tastes. Alright, that looks good, and there we go. And once again, this was mostly free to me, because I got a lot of this from the food pantry. The linguini is actually from when I was getting food pantry in 2023. So that's how long I've had that. It didn't expire until, I think, 2026. So there's a little salt and pepper on the old linguini, and let's see how it tastes. I bet it's hot too. It looks hot. Oh yeah, that's amazing. I highly recommend it, folks. And it's just that same white sauce that I keep making. And this time I put pasta and chicken into it. That is good. So there it is, folks. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.